Oh my God. Bro. Bro. I hate it here sometimes. Like, man, there's be so much going on. Anyway, hola mi gente, greetings. ¿Cómo estamos? How are we? It's me, Shay Alexander. La negratienesazon. Brooklyn's bravest, Brooklyn's finest, Brooklyn's own. But BX Borough, I got love for you. I was born in the Bronx. I am here with your energy forecast, energy check-in, new moon in Scorpio forecast for you, Gemini. Okay, I'm like, am I on Gemini? Yes, I'm on Gemini. I pray that you're well, my loves. Happy Halloween, happy Samhain, All Souls Day, All Saints Day, Get Day season, Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos. Papa Candelo's feast day is coming up on the 4th, on Monday. We're in November. It's holiday season. There's a lot going on, Gemini. So I hope that you're well and you're pacing yourself. We are now in quarter 4. And, baby, 2024 just was like, girl, how you doing? I'm not here to stay long. All right, good to see you. So I hope that you have excuse me, I hope you're breathing better than me. Shit. And I hope that you have made some strides, that you're proud of yourself in some way, Gemini. Scorpio season, we know, is about transformation of the self. It's about us acknowledging all the fires that we have blazed through. How have we come out re-emerged from the rubble? Are we proud of what we've been through and what we've seen? It was a similar theme 2 weeks ago for the Aries full moon, and that energy has not shifted because with the reincarnation, let's say, the reinstitution of Mars being Scorpio's ancient ruler and now being its current ruler once again because of Pluto's position, the fire energy just doesn't stop. It just transfers over. It's not like the fire from Aries, the Aries full moon gets extinguished in the waters of Scorpio. No, it is the fire water. If you watch Game of Thrones, right? It is the hellfire and brimstone. It is a bubbling pot of water that is that has gasoline floating on top of it. It is like, this fire is not going anywhere. The spark actually is creating a combustible environment, and anyone who is not equipped to walk through fire is going to struggle and suffer. And so, Gemini, I hope that you have your proper gear on, because the fire is still blazing, and this new moon in Scorpio is illuminating some of the things that we need to be paying attention to in that. I'm not going to use this deck with you. I'm going to use this deck here. This is the Good Karma Tarot, I believe. And just as I was about to shuffle, I was called to use this. So, Gemini, understanding that this is a collective reading, right? You're going to take what's for you and you're going to leave what's not, right? We agree to that. Thank you so much. I pray that you're well and that the people that you love are well and they have what they need. I hope that you also are resting and staying hydrated and staying out of trouble, because maybe there's enough trouble going on. Again, this new moon in Scorpio is opposed with Mars in Cancer, and so we may be feeling very hot-headed and tempted to say some things to some people that maybe not be the right time to say it. Just chill out real quick. Don't, just hold it real quick. Hold it down, okay? We're also at the last energetic degree, 29th degree of Pluto in Capricorn. Our generation is ending. Our era is ending. Pluto enters into Aquarius mid-November. That's how true it is. And that is an air sign such as yourself, a very familiar shifting energy, transportational energy, I want to say. It is an age of information. We see the rise of artificial intelligence and its influence. We're going to start to see more apps with more features, giving us more access into the internet. And we know that spiritual technology, being able to be psychic and astral project, that was the first form of technology, but now we have the secondary component. And so in the age of Aquarius, all of those senses will expand. Our understanding of the internet and how it works, and again, its features and new platforms and new programs and etc. to make our lives easier. But we're also going to start to see the rise of more like bridging of technology forms. So trying to transcribe people's dreams. We may see that coming through in the next couple of years. We may see, people trying to take and make and create actual qualitative data and quantitative data of psychic predictions and how psychic connection and mediumship works, right? And so everything is expanding, but also a lot of gifts are coming online. And so for you, Gemini, because Pluto being in Aquarius is in a familial air sign, your gifts also may start to expand because the element of air is sitting on top of our new generation, our new era. And so part of the work that you have come here to do, Gemini placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, 10th house, midheaven, North Node, Venus, Chiron, and Lilith. Your Gemini placements are going to be hugely monumental in the way that you articulate and express your divine gifts as we move into this new energy, right? So November has some very wide, vast astrology attached to it. And this new moon in Scorpio is just the beginning, because this is the birth of the phoenix. This is the phoenix rising. This is our first look or glimpse at the version of ourselves that will be taking full force in 2025. So spirit, holy angels, archangels, Egun, ancestors of light, spirit guides, Luase, Orisha, and Kisi. We ask that you watch over us and that you remove and repel any negative energy that has been sent here to harm or destroy Gemini, the Gemini collective, and those that they love and care for. We ask that you return to sender any jar work, hell work, spell work, sex work, anything that has been paid for or prayed for on behalf of harming Gemini. We ask that it be returned to sender 1,000-fold, never to return again. And we ask that you give us the messages that are needed at this time for the Gemini collective. What do they need to know under the light of this new moon in Scorpio? Wow. You see how those cards came out? Strength in reverse. That's Leo energy. 2 of Cups, 4 coins in reverse, 3 wands in reverse, Ace of Coins, and 4 wands in reverse. They were like, blah. What's the ace? Ace of Coins clarified by the Page of Coins. Yeah. Anything else? 4 wands. 7 of Cups. Yeah. Anything else before I speak? 10 of Swords. Literally on my mouth. Gemini, baby, I feel like some of you are losing yourself. Don't lose yourself. That's the first words that came to me. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself. I feel like some of you are losing yourself in a relationship. Strength is here with the 2 of Cups. Crossed by the 4 of Coins and the 3 of Wands. Crossed by the Ace of Coins and the 4 of Wands in reverse. Crossed by the Page of Coins and 7 of Cups. 10 of Swords comes out to clarify the reading. Gemini, I feel like some of you may be in a relationship. It could be a new relationship, or it could be a relationship that you were already in, but now you're starting to lean more into it, take it more seriously now. And I'm gonna just say it feels codependent right now. And again, this feels like a shift to me. It feels like you have been with this person maybe for a while. at least a year, maybe 2 years, maybe longer than that. Or you knew them for a long time and maybe you're just crossing the line with them, but it feels like you are trying to run away from your problems or trying not to deal with your problems. You got a lot going on here. Strength is in reverse, 4 coins in reverse, 3 wands in reverse, 4 wands in reverse. So you could be still nursing or healing after a breakup and this person is a rebound, or you're finalizing a divorce and so you're leaning more into the relationship that you're in. Like, yes, we're finally divorced, but you're neglecting to close that relationship out, sign the agreements, show up in court, do the thing. 3 of Wands, you're abandoning your creativity. 4 coins, you're losing money in this situation. You're not paying your rent. You're forgetting to pay your rent because you're always at the other place, or you're realizing I'm paying too much money in this apartment because I'm always at this person's place. But I also feel like you're losing confidence, like you're losing willpower, you're losing physical strength, you're fatigued, you're overworked, you're burnt out. And so you're just like, I don't have what it takes to take care of myself right now. This person is here. Let me lean on them. This person is offering me a meal, offering me a bed. Let me just go lay down instead of being responsible and doing the right thing and having to take care of myself. But I feel like that's the test here, Gemini. I feel like spirit excuse me, spirit under this new moon is asking you, like, where have we done this before? Where have we done this before, Gemini? Where does this sound familiar? And we said we wouldn't do it again because it did not work out that time. I feel like you're being tested in a way. Spirit is throwing some daggers at you. They are challenging you in a particular way, seeing if you will take the bait. And I feel like, Gemini, you're about to take that bait and it's not the way to go. They're asking for you to choose yourself here, to go home. So you can stay in your relationship. It's lovely. There's a connection. That's beautiful. But I think you're staying over too much at the other person's place. I think that you're neglecting your responsibilities. Even if there's no romantic component, maybe you're hanging out with friends. There's an emphasis on social activities here, Gemini. Maybe you're traveling too much, you're going to happy hour every night or every week, and it's burning your pockets out, and it's making you sleep late. And so when you wake up, you feel fatigued, and you can't be focused at work, and you can't be focused on your creative endeavors. And that's putting a strain on your relationships. And that's what this 4 of Wands, and maybe it's not your marriage, but it's your social setting, like the group that you're supposed to do the projects with, because you've been out binge drinking with your other social groups. You can't stay focused on the task at hand, and now whatever collaborative relationship that you're in is suffering the consequences of that. There is a message here of what? I want to say accession. Excessiveness. You're doing too much, Gemini. You're doing too much, and it's starting to take a toll on you. It's starting to definitely take a toll on your relationships, on your mental clarity and alacrity, and cut that shit out. Cut that shit out. Here, look, the Hermit in reverse and the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands wants to get going. He got his backpack, he got his walking stick, he's looking in the direction, and then the Hermit is sitting here with a candle, a good book, and a window. Chill out. I feel like you want to sit in this Knight of Wands energy. You want to keep going, but it's not the time to do that. You need to pull some of that energy back because it's being wasted in social settings. And I feel like that's also taking a toll on your mental health and your spiritual health and wellness. The 7 of Cups is here. So this is creating mental fog. Like, again, look at the literal fog. Your brain is clouded with options, opportunities, choices, and all types of things. And so you have to do a better job of knowing when to say, of telling Diddy no. Like, I can't go to the party tonight. Gemini, we know that you're a social sign. You have the gift of gab. You know a lot of trivia things. You are colloquial, not colloquial, what's the word? Gregarious, right? Like, you like to be out and meet different types of people. It's hard for Gemini to say no to a social gathering, especially if there may be a potential opportunity to network, or, you know, if somebody that you have always wanted to meet or talk to is going to be there, someone famous. Geminis have a penchant for meeting famous people in the strangest ways because they're on that frequency of just like connecting socially with big bright energy. And so it may be very difficult for you, Gemini, to say no, especially at this time, right? The holiday season is gearing up. For Halloween, you may have had a ton of invitations, and then Dia de los Muertos, and there may be a Gede season fete happening for you also. And then you're trying to figure out, am I planning the company party for Thanksgiving, and then I have a Friendsgiving to go to, and then I have the actual Thanksgiving with my family, and then I do plan to do some Black Friday shopping online and in person, so I have to plan that, and then the holidays are coming up, and Christmas is gonna be here, and then I told so-and-so I was gonna go. It's just like, you got to chill, my baby. You got to chill. And I feel like you're leaning on these social things, social responsibilities and settings, because you're trying to avoid something more serious in your life that you need to pay attention to, which could be, again, tending to this divorce. You're out there jumping into other people's beds or in other people's faces at the bars, when you really should just be signing your petition papers, making sure your custody agreement is sound and set, and crying over this divorce. Like, allow yourself to feel it, but you're not. Or, you know, adversely, shit, you're in a marriage and you out in other people's faces in the bar because you don't want to deal with your actual spouse and having those tough conversations about, should we file for divorce or can we fix this? And so you're just trying to distract yourself. Or again, you know, I made the analogy with work and happy hour, or you're a student and you're just focused on the social aspects of school, but you're not doing all the other things that come with it. You're slacking you're slacking in and on your responsibilities, Gemini, and it is not serving you well. This message is also particularly important for those who have Gemini in the 6th house, because the 6th house is the house of like everyday mundane activities, right? It's like your health care and your day-to-day routines, brushing your teeth, going to work. And so if you have Gemini in the 6th house, you already are really going to struggle with routines. You're going to have a hard time doing the same thing every day because it feels too mundane for you. Again, Gemini is a flighty, social butterfly energy. It wants to have options. And so if you're finding that your simple tasks to keep yourself alive are being neglected because they feel boring, you have to find ways to spice it up and shake it up. It might mean like buying super vibrant colored laundry bags so that you actually go and wash your clothes. I know it sounds crazy, maybe childish or immature, but we have to understand that people's brains are designed differently, right? And again, Gemini likes variety. It likes to understand the expansiveness of all that things have to offer. Like, I can't just accept that there's 5 colors in the rainbow. I want to see all the colors. So a Gemini will go and look at swatches for hours just to be like, this is crazy how they have 17 different kinds of purple. I love this. I don't know which one to choose for my wall. I don't know how I'll ever buy any of these, but I just want to know and investigate this. And so you may feel like, it's so boring to do my laundry in a black laundry bag. Give me a violet one. If you need to go to that extreme, please do so. If you're having a hard time, like, keeping your house clean, then make a game of it. You need to figure out how to infuse that social butterfly energy to maintain your life, because I feel like you are significantly losing touch with your own reality because you're looking for frivolity. You're looking for the joy in it all. And every day is not going to be fun, Gemini. Every task can't be fun, but the ones that you can spice up and spruce up, I strongly encourage you to do so. Some things you just can't help, and some things you're just gonna have to suck up, right? But again, if you can do something small that other people may think is insane or childish or weird or wild, but it still will encourage you to make better choices in your day-to-day, then I strongly encourage you to do that. Let me pull the oracle for you. Which oracles are we gonna use? So many options. Okay. Okay. Let's see what these cards have to say. Okana by Akamara. These cards can be harsh, so let's see. Let's see what they gotta say. These cards can be a little harsh. What's the message for Gemini here? Oh, don't burn my shit. Look. Look, I said it was harsh and it took my flame out. Lord have mercy. I messed up my pretty card. Iron. Dogs have 4 legs, but only walk one path. Look, what I just said. What I just said. I just said you all over the place. Stretching yourself too thin. You here, you there, you did. Dogs have 4 legs, but only walk one path. Imagine, because a dog had 4 legs, that it was walking in 4 different directions. How ridiculous would that be? First of all, how scary and frightening would that look? Okay? But then also, you would look at that dog like you are out of your rabid ass mind. Where are you trying to go? You have 4 legs, but just they're attached to that same one body. So where do you think you're going? How do you think it's going to be possible for you to take that one leg and move in this direction, and your brain and your body are being pulled there by that other? It doesn't make any sense. And that's exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what you're doing, Gemini. You're looking like a dog with 4 legs trying to walk in 4 different directions. Iron is here. That is a symbol or an element of Ogun, who is someone that we pray to when we need to find discipline in our lives, when we are lacking discipline and needing to know what to do. And I just said needing to know what to do. And the card I pulled out is knowing. He who collects the most knowledge wins the war. Knowing. He who collects the most knowledge wins the war. So it is not necessarily even your tactics, right? Because here we go, talking about Gemini again, and your brilliant ass mind. You have a lot of facts stored up in that noggin of yours. You've done a lot of trivia. You have read a lot of books and magazines and articles and read the comments on all the podcasts, and you've done your research. But you have to apply what you know. You have to apply what you know. And if you don't apply what you know, it's like you don't know shit at all. And I think that you know that knowing too much sometimes gets in your way. And that's why you having this collection, this library of information gets in your way of choosing happiness. You burn yourself out going in so many different directions because you know all the options. And sometimes you just got to choose one and stick to it, baby. Okay? Close something out. Close the cycles out. Close in the relationship before you start the next one. Leave the other job before you start this one. It's like you got so many doors open in your head and in your actual real life. Too many strings attached. Give me one more for Gemini, please. Thank you. Deceit. From a little lie. I'm sorry. Deceit. From a lie, the truth is born. Deceit. From a lie, the truth is born. So you have to be honest with yourself. Honestly, with another card that was trying to show up. But you have to be honest with yourself about when you are doing too much and when you're doing too little. So from a lie, the truth is born. When you get caught in a lie, you have no choice but to tell the truth, right? After you've done too much building of this story, you finally get caught. And then you have no choice but to say, baby, please, this is not what you think. This is what really happened. Okay, you caught me. You got me. When you could have just said that in the beginning and we didn't have to go through any of this. Some people like to play hard and make shit harder for themselves, and that's the energy that you're moving in right now, Gemini, and it's not worth it. It's very silly. Cut it out. Cut it out. Take your ass home. Finish the task at hand, and then reward yourself with a drink, the happy hour, the vacation, the downtime when the thing is completed. You're trying to reward yourself when you still got a lot of work to do. Please. don't piss me off, okay? I love you. I have a Gemini stellium. I'm talking to myself. Have an amazing new moon in Scorpio. If this was helpful for you, please like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the things. I hope to see you soon in one of my sacred spaces. I would love to do a private reading for you or help you to connect with your departed loved ones in a mediumship consultation. Just check all of my services below, and I'll see you soon.